curious one, with magic deep inside. You learn the past, but you see the future's where you'll ride. A coin that sparkles, burns so bright, a path that leads you far. To city of the dead, my friend, where secrets are the star. Oh, Geil, the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. You left your home behind, you know, to chase the tales untold. A coin, a key to tunes so deep, where whispers will unfold. A restless soul, a bond so true, with Damon by your side. Together you will unearth the past, with magic as your guide. Oh, Geil, the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. The burden's heavy, knowledge told, but still you press ahead. The future's bright, the past is gold, and soon you'll find your thread. Oh, Geil, the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. Oh, Geil, the curious one, with magic you will run. Make the future bright, shining through the night. The curious one has won. In a realm of magic and mystery, where the legends come alive, under Titan's wrath and weather harsh, we're living to survive. A group of heroes brave and bold, on a quest they did embark, to slay a bull with tusk of strength from forces wild and dark. With spell and shield they faced the beast, their hearts were filled with dread. 2 hunters joined the noble quest, a foe to soon be dead. Through forest deep and river wild, they tracked the creature swift. With every step their spirits grew, this local pledge to lift. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes new, who faced the lightning tusk. With courage shown they fought the beast, and in prophecy they trust. To meet where see the oracle, their fate shall be revealed at last. Towards the future marching now, with legends of the past. To stand as one against the fall, they are on legend's trail. And one day we'll stand proud for all, to their success we hail. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes new, who faced the lightning tusk. They'll rise to heights yet known by few, and in prophecy we trust. Oh, sing the tale of the heroes new, who faced the lightning tusk. They'll rise to heights yet known by few, and in prophecy we trust. divine but full of rage. Amazon warriors raise me strong. In the sands of battle I belong. While father fights, his shadows call. His glory waits beneath it all. I am the lion of battle strong, fighting demons all alone. Prophecies say I'll rise above, with strength, revenge, and ancient love. I'll claim my fate, what's meant to be. Half God warrior breaking free. Won't stop until I've won it all. Watch the mighty titans fall. Tickle speaks of destiny. 3 great tasks ahead of me. Find my mother lost in time. Slay the dragon's cruel design. Build the weapon never done. Fight until the war is won. Hydra's legacy to stay. To see his glory rise engraved. The arena shakes with every stride. Thunder roars and lightning guides. The titans think they've seen the end. This lion roars and scared. Oh, watch them fall. Lose it all. Monstrous calls me champion true. With battle cries I'll break through. I'll restore my father's crown and make these ancient powers bow down. Not just blood that makes me strong, but every battle, right or wrong. It's time to prove what I can be, to rise above divinity. I am the lion of battle throne, fighting demons all alone. Prophecies say I'll rise above, with strength, revenge, and ancient love. I'll claim my fate, what's meant to be. Half God warrior breaking free. Won't stop until I've won it all. Watch the mighty titans fall. Let them hear my battle cry. As I make these titans die. Father's pride I'll soon restore. This is what I'm fighting for. This is what I'm fighting for. War with fire in my veins, half divine but full of rage. Amazon warriors raise me strong. In the sands of battle I belong. While father fights, his shadows call. His glory waits beneath it all. I am the lion of battle strong, fighting demons all alone. Prophecies say I'll rise above, with strength, revenge, and ancient love. I'll claim my fate, what's meant to be. Half God warrior breaking free. Won't stop until I've won it all. Watch the mighty titans fall. Tickle speaks of destiny. 3 great tasks ahead of me. Find my mother lost in time. Slay the dragon's cruel design. Build the weapon never done. Fight until the war is won. Hydra's legacy to stay. To see his glory rise engraved. The arena shakes with every stride. Thunder roars and lightning guides. The titans think they've seen the end. This lion roars and scared. Oh, watch them fall. Lose it all. Monstrous calls me champion true. With battle cries I'll break through. I'll restore my father's crown and make these ancient powers bow down. Not just blood that makes me strong, but every battle, right or wrong. It's time to prove what I can be, to rise above divinity. I am the lion of battle throne, fighting demons all alone. Prophecies say I'll rise above, with strength, revenge, and ancient love. I'll claim my fate, what's meant to be. Half God warrior breaking free. Won't stop until I've won it all. My
Hello, and welcome once again to another week's episode of CEN, your collective entertainment network. As a reminder, I'm your DM, John, and I'm joined here every week by my wonderful, incredible players, actors, singers, songwriters, producers, and just all around hard-working, spicy guys. My dear friends, cause Pepper, right? It's never mind.
Mhm.
Can't all be winners. See? Yeah, you know. But yeah, if you like what you see, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, ring that notification bell, help us on our ongoing boss battle against the ultimate of big bad evil guys, the YouTube algorithm. And with all that in mind, let's start this week's Odyssey of the Dragonlords. Hello, everyone, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in with us on this Friday night. I know it's a holiday for some. We enjoy hanging out with you all. We're happy to be here. Join our Discord, hang out with us. If you're watching, talk back and forth with us. Double the enemies. Maybe not this time.
I'll fight you.
Double themselves
It's
just fine
funny.
on their own.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
they gotta
Each
do
of their
that.
heads were shaking so fast that they looked like they were doing the Agent Smith transformation from the Matrix. They were just blurs. Oh man, I almost called out the Matrix on that one. But seriously, thank everybody for hanging out with us, and let's hop into this week's session intro. The clearing is thick with the cloying scent of overripe fruit and wine as warm as blood. Moonlight seeps through the canopy, silvering the hollow of a great oak, casting cold light over a revel sculpted from madness. At the center, the revel stone looms, a monolith slick with sweat, spilled drink, and shifting obscene carvings that writhe in the flickering firelight. Bonfires blaze with unnatural hues, violet green, blood red, stretching grotesque shadows over fauns and humans alike. Their bodies sway in frenzied ecstasy, laughter splitting the air, jagged edged and hungry. A man stumbles too close to the fire, his steps lazy with intoxication. The flames claim him in an instant. Flesh brackens, bones crack, his scream is swallowed by revelry, the music does not falter. Tables groan under the weight of food that rots the moment it is touched. Illusions take shape, whispering of past feasts and forgotten faces, flickering in and out like dying embers. And presiding over it all is Xericus, the Bonfire King, sprawled upon a throne of woven branches and flesh-bound tomes. His corpulent form draped in finery that barely conceals the grotesque rolls of flesh beneath. A goblet of molten gold sloshes between his swollen fingers. Smoke curls from his lips, sculpting itself into the form of a grinning skull before unraveling into the night. More, he whispers. His eyes brighten and the fires burn hotter. And if you want to hear the end of that, go ahead and check out in our Discord. Once we go to break, I will put the end of that story up. But in the meantime, that music, once wild and primal, now carries a discordant note that grates against the senses, like the ringing of a bell that no one can silence. And Xericus, whatever he was before, he is something else now. But that's not where our story is focusing right now. Check it out in the Discord. Where we're focused tonight is Geil. Geil, you've had a very sudden change in your life. I think you would agree. And where you are, the air is heavy, not with warmth or weight, but with something deeper, a presence. The space between breaths feels occupied, an awareness that scrapes at the edges of your perception, for it is not silence here, not truly. The nether sea waits, slow and unnatural, its oily surface rising and falling in a rhythm not of its own, as though some enormous unseen thing lies beneath the sea, slumbering restlessly. Above, the sky itself writhes. The cavernous void stretches beyond sight, its endless ceiling laced with veins of silver and mithril that pulse with the dim, sickly glow of the unfamiliar stars. They shift when they're not looked at. The tide is high tonight. The inky waters lap hungrily at the dock's edge, rising another inch. And you are in line. The line is countless. What would you like to do? You can see the tears. The dock, or the line rather, moves forward a few inches. The water rises another inch. The brine stained dock stretches ahead into the dark where ferrymen drift between the waves. Someone behind you pushes you forward just an inch or two, and you can see that the shore rejects them. The ground is not sand nor stone, it's something in between. It's gritty, damp, brittle, cracking underneath each of your steps. The water rises slowly and deliberately. Ahead of you, a woman sobs. Behind you, a large creature pushes you forward a few more inches. You hear a soldier ahead, muttering a steady chant, repeating the same three words over and over again. The figure behind you does not whisper, nor pray, nor weep. The gnashing of teeth and the wailing of hearts in this area is extreme, but he is silent. You don't belong here. The first time I died, I thought it would mean something. You can feel a large hand on your shoulder, and you look down, and it is the hand of a minotaur covered in coarse hair. Died. He turns you to face him, and what you see is what remains of the face of a minotaur. 8 foot tall, broad enough to block out the unnatural light of the cavern above, built like a toppled statue, once powerful but now broken. His horns are jagged at the tips, one cracked clear through. His fur is the color of old embers, dark with patches of blackened scars. And across his face, a blindfold of burned cloth covers the ruins of his eyes. Though sightless, he faces forward, shoulders squared as if standing at the gates of a battle long since lost. There is a pause, and the tide rises again. He nods forward. Hope your friends gave you coins for the ferryman. Hmm. When I was fighting, when the humans came, they waved banners of their city and of Father Sidon. Hmm. Liked. They descended upon the village like fire on dry wood. They demanded fealty in the name of the sea god and of their king. Gave us a choice: swear the oath of service, or watch the fields burn, watch our families die, slavery or slaughter. He flexes his hands, and when he does, you don't see the fires, but you can feel the heat of them. The only heat that you feel radiating into you from this. And the scars across his knuckles split, and a dark liquid wells. And he says, "I thought I was clever. I thought I could surprise them, and my fellows would follow my lead. Catch them when they weren't expecting. Strike first, drive them back into the sea, off the cliffs. I was going to be a hero, like the old stories. Like the timeless slayer, whose beast blood never failed. Like the gifted curse who overcame his fate. I led the charge, but he was there." Their leader, a man called Kalkos, said he was Dragonlord, shined like fire under the sun. We fought, he cut me down like weeds, broke me like a toy. And when I fell, they took my sight. Not soon enough for me to see that not a single tribe mate had joined my failed rebellion. Mm. I am Cleonax. Remember me, and remember my failure. The dock creaks, the line moves, the tide rises again. Lutheria. Ha! Ha! Haven't we all? Different? I know nothing of that. Hmm, perhaps. What? But it's a line. He genuinely looks like that is not something he had ever considered. I see nothing. My days of fighting are behind me. No. Hmm. He sort of smiles and he cracks his knuckles. He puts a hand on his shoulder and he says, "Lead the way." Our camera pans back over to our heroes who are in the middle of the week in review. Who thinks they need their inspiration?
Where am I at? Oh, I only got one. Anyone else want to go? Otherwise, I'll take it.
I have 2. I'm okay if you need it.
I wasn't here for
Something
most
too
of it, so
generous.
Osias and Dynamis want to do it? Osias can start it out and then Dynamis can finish it.
I mean, it just started out as vines. How did it get this far? we were fighting vines that were being all sneaky, and then you and I, Dynamis, we were cornering one of them, strange as it may sound, near the stairs, and then the temple began to shake, and then that thing emerged from the temple doors. That gigantic plant with heads like monstrous heads, like dragons almost. But it grew from there, and I don't know if you saw this as well, Dynamis, but I swear I could see a body or something in the very center of the plant of
yeah,
this
that was
tree.
Eritrea.
No. But not that. Before that, I swear I saw a body in the center of it, a body dressed in the Storian garb. And then it came over and it just grabbed me and it knocked me unconscious. But Brontes was doing amazing work against this thing. He kept teleporting it back into these that electric cage that Geil had called. And then it just started regrowing heads. As much as we could damage it, it kept regrowing heads over and over and started creating these other plant pygmy things in the midst of this fight. And then it got Geil. Are you alright, Dynamis?
Blind rage.
All right.
Just kill. Just yeah. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill things.
Dynamis is practicing his vowel sounds right now.
Yes.
But yes, you are correct though. At one point it did have Eritrea, and she actually got knocked unconscious. Wasn't for very long before Tanais rescued her. I mean, if he wasn't going to do it, I was going to do it, but I really should show some sign of appreciation to him later on for saving my friend. But that said, we need to end this fight for Geil.
All right, let's hop into that flavor text. Where did that go? Well done. Take your inspiration. This battle rages on the crumbling steps of the Mossy Temple. The air is thick with the stench of split vines and iron-rich blood. This beast, this HYDRA-ngea, writhes before you, a tangle of gnarled roots and snapping maws, each severed head birthing another in its place. Its petal-like scales glisten, slick with sap, its dozen mouths slavering, hungry, and restless. Brontez steadies his aim on the back of a griffin. Corinna looses a bolt from her bow, and Peter places another perfectly placed arrow. The beast does not respond. On the ground, Tanais kneels beside Eritrea, hand swift and sure as he tightens the last of the wrappings around her wounds. She tests her grip on her blade, gritting her teeth against the pain, ready to throw her spear. Dynamis, lost to fury, carves through the beast with reckless abandon, his maul slinging bits with every strike, cleaving through bone. But the HYDRA-ngea is unyielding. Its thorns bite back, sinking into his flesh, raking across his arms, his legs, tearing chunks free with every movement. Geil's remains lie strewn in the dirt. His journal, torn and bloodstained, flutters open beside him. The pages drink deep and write rapidly. The HYDRA-ngea rears again, a dozen heads lashing in every direction. Hunger unsatiable. This battle is not yet won. The gods are watching. Go ahead and take your minute to strategize, and let's get some more exciting tunage going. Oh man.
My plan, whenever it gets to my turn, is I'm planning on launching and getting myself up to here, which should still put me within 20 feet of this thing, just barely. And I'm going to freaking hit that thing with one of my free natural 20s.
Okay.
I want this thing to die. And I don't want it to come back.
All right. Peter should throw the alchemist fire into the gloom spots that we took from the bandits. I believe there's 13 of them. Corinna and Brontez should focus on the heads so we don't have to deal with more than one Hydra, because they're a problem. But you can hardly handle one. If we have more, it's going to be a bigger problem. So with Corinna's 2 shots and Brontez being able to target a creature pretty good, we should be able to take those out, at least stall them until we can finish the big thing. I imagine Dynamis is just going into a blind rage, so the plan doesn't really include him, because he's just going to smash whatever's closer, and that's kind of the plan for him.
Really what we need him to do.
Yeah, it kind of works. So he's targeting the things that are right in front of him that aren't the big thing, and that seems to really work for this plan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! The big thing's next. That's
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good, because that's what we're targeting next. And then I was gonna delay my turn, delay my whole turn, hold my whole turn until Ozias's turn, and then I was gonna go Tanais into doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. My vortex should also be able to hold all those pygmies pretty much there in the center, because we already know that they're disadvantaged against strength saves, and that vortex stays up for a whole minute and will just keep damaging them to death.
Okay.
Well, it is the Veggie Pygmy's turn. Oh, go ahead.
How about you guys wait till Brontez's turn so he can buff you?
What buff did you have in mind?
Bless.
Good plan.
Or I could hit one of you, two of you with hero. I think it was heroism. Yes, I'm playing Brontez tonight. Yeah, so I could hit two of you with heroism, or hit excuse me, or hit three of you with bless.
Heroism helps people stay up. I think that would be the better choice for Dynamis and Ozias.
Okay, do we want to then hold off on attack barrage until then, or do we want to take attack barrage before we do the Brontez bless buff? 'Cause like I said, I'm using one of my free natural 20s. I'm going to hit this thing. I'm going to hit it very, very hard.
On my turn, am I still raging and big, or does that all like stop?
I think that ends at the end of this turn. End of this round.
At the end of this turn, you will turn small and unrage.
Okay.
Oh man, the tension, the drama.
Because that's another.
And it's only been a minute.
Because once I lose my rage and size, that's another full turn for me to do that again.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's Ozias, it's Tanias, Ozias, then Peter, then Brontez. So if Ozias holds his turn and not his action, it shouldn't be able to get a legendary action only after Peter's turn. But we haven't attacked it yet by that point, so it shouldn't regen anything. If we wanted to hold, we should be able to go all at once, because the only time we'd get a legendary action to react to someone else's turn is the enemies, and then Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if the NPCs or B team can hold their turns too or not. I don't know if that's a thing they can do.
Sure they can.
Okay, because we could just have
ask
all of them
that
hold.
B team holds their turn as a unit, so I don't have to make a whole bunch of separate initiative trackers.
That's what I figured. Is we just do it as a unit. Then we could all just hold, because it's all of the allies. It's Tanias, Ozias, and B team before Brontez. So it's none of the enemies. So we all could hold till Brontez's turn.
Okay. So we just have to get through veggie pygmies, a round of veggies.
Yep. But we should be able to it should help after we all hit it, because it's going to be really angry and start using its legendary actions after each of our turns. And if we bring it back down into Bloody again, like I did, where it starts using all of its heads, it's going to attack who's ever closer, and I think that's Dynamis right now. And Dynamis is going to need the temp.
It is still bloodied.
Dynamis is going to need the temp, because it's going to start taking actions, and he's closest.
Yeah.
Unless it goes to a gloom spot, at which point hopefully Peter has thrown the alchemist fire in the closest ones first, and Snookle can do the same, because she can just drop things by snatching.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes after I manage to hit it, because I roll a lot of dice in a single punch. So we'll see how this goes.
All right.
I did almost 200 though, and it didn't down it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, minutes up. The veggie pygmies all go. This thing uses legendary actions, its remaining ones, to 5, 10, 15. Why are you not moving? Move, I say.
Unallowed.
It uses legendary actions to get to there. Yep, it wants to be right there. And then the veggie pygmies have, against Eritrea, we have a nat 1, 19, a 13, and a nat 1. Against Ozias, we have a 24, a 16, and a 22.
They do need to make. They get hit by vortex at the start of their turn.
Okay, does that do damage?
Yes. So let me toss that out there. It is a strength save. Ignore the 4. It'll be 20 points of thunder damage on a fail. 10 on success, and then they'll need to make a second strength save to be able to move.
So it's both strength saves though.
Yeah, 2 strength saves. 1 for the damage, 1 to be able to allowed to move.
What's your DC?
14.
1 saves. 2 save.
Okay.
The big ones for the little ones. Fail, 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 fail. All the little ones fail. 2 big ones succeed.
Okay. They're all the ones that fail are dragged 10 feet up into the up off the ground because the center of that thing is about 10 feet into the air.
It's 20 damage on a fail.
20 damage. Yeah, 20 thunder damage on a fail, and then they will also drop.
Well, that changes the weather a little bit.
Yeah.
And then any survivors need to make a second strength save to determine whether or not they still get their movement.
It doesn't matter. They're not going to move either way.
Okay.
Okay, with that in mind, I'll just re-roll these attacks. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks at Ozias now. That hurt.
Okay.
Let's see, 26, 18, 10, 26.
I'm going to use a shield against that 18. Did I already use my shield? I haven't used my shield yet. So AC jumps up by 5, but the 226s will hit.
All right, I need 2 Constitution saving throws against a stun. You take 3 bludgeoning with the first and 6 with the second.
Dang it. Well, that's against the first one. That's a 9. A 6. So I am stunned.
Yep. All right, Eritrea.
I am going to delay my turn until Brontes.
Okay. Assassin Vine. Yeah, Assassin Vine wants him some Dynamis. So, Dynamis is not grappled, correct? No.
Correct.
One attack. 15 to hit.
No. Does not hit.
It lashes out, but as it does, you go on the backswing with your maul and bat it away before it has a chance to grab. Denias will delay his turn. Ozias is stunned. Let's do legendary action.
Yeah, because I can't delay my turn if I'm stunned.
Well, this is after Assassin Vine.
Ah.
Let's see. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. In that case, yeah. It will move again to up there. And then it will be Ozias' turn. Ozias, at the end of your turn, you're no longer stunned. That means it will try to... Let's see. None of these heads fell this round, did it? Nope.
Mm-mm.
Everybody held their actions. Peter and them hold their actions. Brontez, it's your turn, and after your turn, everybody else is going to go. Or do you want to hold your turn until everybody else goes?
Well, the idea was to upcast Bless, or
Right.
upcast Heroism.
Yep.
Which I have to. This would be people I could touch.
Feather has enough range to be able to fly you down from one to the other and then back up, I think.
Yeah, you could do a flyby touching.
Yeah.
Montez is the bard. He's good at that.
You could touch and go.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna do that using Schnuckelfeather's speed. He's gonna to cry out. Now is the time to be brave. For Geil! And he's going to swing by, touch Ozias, and then swing around, touch Dynamis, and then
35, 40, 45, 50, 50. Yeah, you can do that whole circle just like that and end up right where you are.
and that is what we'll do.
And that's without
Montez,
dash.
why do you sound like Geil?
I'm channeling him.
Okay, Eritrea.
So at the start of each of your turns, you'll get 8 temp.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I read that wrong.
Should be 6, I think.
Yes.
Or wait, no, 5 for him.
Yeah, it's 5. Excuse me, 5.
it's-
I was thinking about Guile for a second. Yep, 5 temp at the start of each turn, and you cannot be frightened.
There we go. That will be helpful.
What's the plan?
I'm going to have to move up. But before I do, I'm going to look at Tanias and tell him ask him if this looks like an infirmary to him or a battlefield. Get it together. We need Mitros Man, not a doctor right now. I'm going to move forward.
Wow!
Okay.
Damn. Man saves your life, slap him across the face.
Women.
Eritrea is blushing because she had to be saved, isn't she?
No, we just need him to go on offense, not defense.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Look, you haven't practiced with this guy. I can't even land a hit on a good day. We need him to actually throw something here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And
Totally
I'm
believe
gonna
you.
1, 2, 4 attacks.
So you're doing thrown weapon master, and you're just unloading on this thing.
Yep. And I was gonna start throwing maneuvers on it too.
Oh.
I'm going to use a maneuver on myself to get closer too. I think we're not too close, but close enough that I can get a better sight with one of mine because I think I can do that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Let's go with 1 attack.
Ooh, that's a bad joke. Never mind.
Was this a? This is a plant, right? Not a monstrosity.
Correct. It is a plant.
Okay.
I think you do have it hunters marked, though.
I do, but it doesn't give me advantage though.
And it gives you a d6.
Oh.
Yeah, that's on.
Okay,
The
let's see
barrage.
here.
We'll roll
A
the maneuvers
19 will
afterwards.
hit.
Five on one maneuver. I'm going to spend a second maneuver on my second attack and let Tanias move.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can add more maneuvers, but I can't move myself more than once, I don't think.
He'll get right here. Yep, right there.
A second. I'll give, on the third one, I'll use the maneuver that moves someone, and I'll do Dynamis since he's not near any of the closest enemies.
Dynamis, you can move up to your speed. Without provoking, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess I'll move Schnuckelfeather. I mean, Why not?
You
How
could.
Everybody
tall
but
is
Ozias.
how tall is the landing here?
Ozias is good. Ozias has got
20 feet.
all the distance he needs.
I don't want Ozias to be in melee. He's not melee.
You're gonna have to take those stairs.
I see.
I finished my movement.
35, 35, 40.
That puts you in a lot better position for your turn. Oh no. Okay. That ends Eritrea's turn. Let's do Ozias next.
Ozias was stunned. Ozias wasn't able to hold his action.
Ah, right. Then
Tanias.
let's do
It's a Tanias.
Tanias next. Let's see. He's going to zip line another 40 feet. Yep. Bonus action, he throws something on the Devrata. So he's going to zip line to this giant rose petal with teeth and mouth. And he's going to go up there, and while dangling, he throws out the singing Dorata 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 9 will miss, and 11 will miss. A 22 will hit for 11 piercing, and
Tanias has the Bardic Inspiration you can use on one of those hits.
oh, I think he will.
That's true.
I'd give you mine, but I don't think I can. But you have one.
No, but yeah, if I have one, I think I've been holding on to it for a moment, just like this.
Yep, it's on his. Dynamis has one too.
I think just about all of us do. Brontes was good about getting those thrown out there like candy.
Yeah.
He's going to use the floss broom reactant.
Ooh, that's the cold one, right? Yeah.
11 cold, and it is restrained.
Ooh.
Let me throw out the text there for the frost bloom reactant. Here it is. Localized cold snap. The area becomes difficult terrain. Any creature makes a dexterity saving throw or takes ice damage. Since I coated my weapon, he doesn't get a save. And he is restrained until the end of its next turn. Oof. Can use an action to make a strength saving throw to break free early.
Ooh, that means it can't take any, even any legendary actions either, right?
I mean, it can use them to try to break free of the restraint, but it's got to do that first. Yeah, let's do that. Use inspiration real quick. 1, 2. 4, and it's going to be a 4. So let's see. The 11 will turn to a 15. 15 will hit for another 7.
Nice.
All right. That is them. Ooh, did I skip? Brontes, everybody went. Let's count up this damage on one turn, guys. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You forgot B team.
Go for B team.
Oh well. That's I think that's Corinna and Pitya for their attacks. Yeah.
Pitar hits with 1.
He's doing the bloom spots of the alchemist fire, like we said, right?
Oh, then he throws the alchemist fire instead.
Because that's what we had said in the minute. I'm gonna stop that
I'll go ahead
regeneration,
and
like Ozias had called out.
yeah. Hopefully.
Take 2
I
shots
guess
at one of
move
these
Schnookle
smaller
Feather
heads.
where he is. Where he actually
He can move
is.
if he needs to, because I gave him that maneuver.
That's
How,
true.
how close would we have to be for that throw?
20 feet.
And we've got
Is it 80
You
foot
got
speed,
80
I
feet
think?
of movement. Yeah, you should be able to get easily close enough.
Both of those miss.
Yeah, it can be up there. Yeah, right about there.
Cool. Let's move the riders down. Oh, thank you, sir.
you're welcome.
Yeah, he will throw a firebrand on there, and it will start burning for max damage on the first round too. He says, "That's how we do it."
And probably use what's left of your movement speed to back up. She should still have about 15 feet left.
He should have. I mean, he had 80 before he's even turned, so he should have his full movement.
My philosophy instructor would never believe that I would fulfill my destiny by smoking herbs. Ah? And he looks up at Brontes for approval.
Brontes is
none.
stoically quiet.
It happens. At the end of Brontes's turn, this thing will take. Well, actually, there's all that damage, huh?
Yep.
So we're looking at 135 damage. Oh man. This thing stops twisting, stops turning, hits the ground hard, and you see its necks roll out from under it, and the heads fall to the ground, lifeless.
Yay!
You're not
Still
out of the
dying.
hot water yet, guys.
I would say, is it still close to Dymus's turn?
Relatively.
Okay.
And then the Latin choir comes out from the nearby from this gate over here. The Latin choir starts marching out and getting into position.
The assassin vine. Lashes out at Osias with a 14.
That will not hit.
Rage takes down Dynamis. What do you want to do?
Yep, it just starts its turn in the area. Okay.
The mini hydras glare at you angrily.
Did that just move? Wasn't it
Did it?
just
I
up
moved
here?
it a while ago.
Oh,
Oh no. Big one's dead.
No, the little guy.
We'll say one's up, one's down. How's that?
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna move over to this little guy, and I'm going to reckless. And wabam.
18 for 20 is going to hit. Still up.
And I'm going to cause that one to go up at an angle 30 so that it drops and takes more damage.
Takes 25 points of fall
Damn.
damage, and it hits the ground outside of the bloom and shrivels and dies.
And the second one down here, I'm going to jump off of here and attack it with my maul.
Here's your choice. You can make a dexterity saving throw to half the fall damage, or you could eat the fall damage and add it as damage to your attacks.
I'm going to eat the damage and add it to my attack.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll. Add advantage for reckless. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Nice. Natural 20.
Frick.
Yes. Awesome hit.
Oh, man. I messed up. 14 plus 10 plus 3 plus 9 plus 17. All right, that's your first swing.
That was my second swing.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Thank you for your honesty.
And
So
the-
you crash into this thing, dealing 53 points of bludgeoning damage, and you yourself will take a total of 8, cut in half to 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
yeah, you still have one temp. Yay.
And that thing hits the ground and shrivels and dies. At the end of your turn, scoop, scoop, scoop.
He's so tiny.
You shrink and your rage fades. Okay. Let's see. Get out of there, rage. There are no more hydrangeas. You see as the veggie pygmies all shrivel and die.
But we still have to deal with the freaking vines.
The vines are forever, friend. At the end of Hydrangea's turn, if you are upstairs, actually, Dynamis
Upstairs.
is close enough too. Dynamis, Eritrea, Tanias, and how high is Brontez? 35? Because that's kind of his max.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody on Schnuckle Feather need to make a Constitution saving throw.
And everyone close to it on the ground, right?
Yes, as this thing just puffs out.
I'm
So
using
effectively,
inspiration.
all of you except Ozias.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Yep.
use inspiration.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video, but there's one video where it's a tree getting cut down in like spring, and it looks perfectly ordinary tree, and then it starts to fall. And there's just this orange cloud trailing behind it, slams to the ground, and just giant orange cloud, just all this pollen that was on it just explodes. And that's how I'm
Well
that's how I'm
described.
envisioning this.
That's exactly what happens. This thing hits the ground, and that cottony white spores just go flying in every direction.
Hmm.
If you got lower than a 15, you are incapacitated until the end of the Hydra's next turn.
Barely
Brontez
made
is
it.
incapacitated.
Tanias is incapacitated. What about Schnuckelfeder? That's the important save.
So you click on it, double click. with
Peter
both-
goes slack.
There it goes.
So does Corinna.
Oh no, that does not bode well. Schnuckelfetter's the champion!
Stuckerfetter got this.
So since Schnuckelfeather is still conscious, he's able to keep hold of Peter, but Corinna dozes off and falls off the side.
No.
Who else failed?
Brontez,
So does Brontez.
How high up is she? Corinna?
35.
35 feet.
Thankfully, she has bubble on her, so she has an entire temp field surrounding her, so she shouldn't die.
I say she looks like she has the Osiris's bubble, right? Because that's a visual thing.
It is.
Then I
She's
feather-
surrounded in a bubble of water.
Okay, then I'm gonna feather fall Brontez.
You can feather fall up to 5 targets.
Oh, I'm gonna feather fall Brontez and Corinna then. I thought it was a pick or choose. It's like, one of them's got a bubble, one of them's a satyr who's been hit a few times.
I honestly thought you were gonna say, "Oh, I know."
No, I like Corinna. She swore an oath to me. I feel obligated.
I know. I just really felt like it would have been Eritrea thing. You know what? She's in training. She needs to know what this is like. Just let her fall.
You know what? Now you get to learn what a broken leg feels like. We'll fix it later.
I hit the wrong button. I was just looking at things he could do.
But, stupid should hurt. But yeah, they would have fallen 50 feet into these bushes, but they didn't. because of your quick thinking. That brings us to the Veggie Pygmy's turn. They're all dead. Eritrea's turn. Poor,
All right.
diseased Eritrea.
I was gonna cure that on my turn now that the immediate threat's gone. Because I have lesser res. Yeah, so it's
2
lesser
assassin
res.
vines remain.
Let's see. Yeah, lesser res is an action. Yeah, 1 action. This action. I don't think I can attack my bonus action unless I have an action attack with, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna start moving up towards the enemies then.
Okay. There are 2 assassin vines, one at the bottom of the stairs, one in the middle of Osias's cluster wheel.
Yeah. Is that the rock pile?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The vortex of doom.
I'm gonna go to the bottom of the stairs and I'll wait. Well, actually, the curse just gives me a minus to my AC, right? Or the disease.
Let
It was a
me
minus
double check.
2 to your AC. and
I
think you were
remember that
poisoned.
part, and I think, yep. I think that's it.
We got it. Oh, then I'm not gonna use my spell slot right now. I'm gonna attack. I can forgo a minus 2 to AC for right now. It'll be okay.
Let me double check. I'm still pulling it up.
Okay, because I can rock a 26 AC instead of a 28. I feel like I'll be okay.
Are you sure?
Yep.
That seems awfully low.
Minus 2 to AC and vulnerable to acid and radiant.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll deal with
Oh,
that
so we
later.
gotta make sure you don't get grappled.
I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll just kill this thing first. So I'm gonna do 4 attacks going at the thing in front of me then.
Okay, go for it.
And I have precision dice too still. That's different than the maneuvers if I need to.
14 hits, 22 hits, a crit hits, a 23 hits. Eritrea, stop playing.
It only took me dying for her to start doing it well.
I crit twice last time before he died.
101 points of damage on this creature.
I really hope that
it's
dies.
not moving.
Okay. Okay, cool. Septine Warmonger against the one that's left.
Oh, that would have been good damage too.
23 against the one that's
48.
up.
23 will hit for
17.
Looks unbothered. Then again, they all look unbothered because none of you do nature checks.
No.
Nobody cares about the botany.
I mean, I could.
I'm gonna read,
right
not a
now.
dryad.
I like animals are kind of my thing, not plants.
I know nature.
It's
When
not
Alright,
water
let's
based,
see.
so I don't understand it.
Tanias is incapacitated. Osias, this thing is trying to kill you.
I step up to this thing, and I teach
Mhm.
it who's boss, and I'm gonna use Siphon, even though knowing my luck, it's going to miss. 10 to hit.
Oh man. 10 will not connect.
I'm gonna use my bonus action because Amethystos Armament's still up, and 9 to hit.
9 will not connect. This thing coiling and dancing along the ground, and you remember why you prefer the company of stones.
Just flailing. All right, it's gonna be turn. I'm gonna hold position.
The way
It's gonna
this
take a
thing
bunch of
moves,
damage.
it makes you think about Peepkin. Dynamis, suddenly you get so tired.
Is it only the one vine that's up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I could make it. And I do. I go up to the viney guy,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack.
Are you reckless attacking?
I am not raging anymore, so no.
You can still reckless. That's just something you can do.
Oh, then yeah. I thought that was only for raging. Cool.
Nope.
Yes.
You can give up that advantage anytime you feel like having advantage. That's the barbarian superpower. All right, let's see. 27 absolutely hits for 17. 20. It is vulnerable to radiant damage. Second swing.
Natural 20.
Nice. A crit for. Oh, man.
24?
Yep, 24. You slam into this thing. Is it staying there, or are you batting it away?
Yeah, let's yeet.
You hear
I
a
might not
voice
be.
that says to yeet or not to yeet. That
I
is
might not be
truly the
raging,
question.
but
Can
I'm
the
still like.
yeeter ever become the yeeted?
Yes. Last game I did heat myself, so
14. 15. You barely muster the strength from your little Popeye arms to send this thing flying 30 feet in which direction?
Up.
Up and diagonal south one square?
Yeah.
This thing takes 11 points of damage. Odd or even?
Ooh. Where's my dice? Even.
When this thing lands, it lands in your space. I need you to make a dex save.
Yeah, fail.
You have advantage because you're a barbarian.
Oh, then
You can see it coming.
Because you
Then
can
I
see
don't-
it coming. Dangerous.
then I don't know if I fail.
14 succeeds. You will take 5 turns. No, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you yeet this thing straight up, and it ends up slamming into you as it hits the ground. Hydrangea's turn. Everyone who's stunned is no longer stunned.
Yay!
Eritrea. You turn around and you see this thing launching up into the air.
Better line of sight. And I'm gonna throw 2 spears at it because it's the only thing left, right?
Yep. Make your attacks.
Hopefully you don't kill Dynamis.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
How?
Oh no, I can't re-roll it. I can add the thing. Yeah, 'cause it's too late to use one of my inspirations, isn't it?
It is. You have to say that before you make the roll.
Yeah, my precision dice doesn't add to it because it's not one, huh?
So it's one of your spears slams into the ground, never to return.
I gotta go pick that one up now.
And then the second one is a 23 that will hit for 10.
Do I have a thrown weapon master left? I do. I have one. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Throw out 2 more attacks then.
Oh yeah, huh? After I didn't even attack for my bonus action yet.
21 for 12 and 29 for 17. Both will hit. bits of this thing go flying in to the air and all over the ground. Dynamis gets slimed like he's on the Nickelodeon channel
Mm-hmm.
in the late 90s. Is that end your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Um, 5, 10, 15, 30, 35, 40. And you feel something stick you, Dynamis. You gain 30 hit points.
Yay.
Assuming that your con mod is at least a 3.
Yeah, it's a 5.
I thought so. Ozias.
Step up
This
to
thing
it.
curls up at you like a oh man. Oh, all the slime. Oh. Like a snake.
11 to hit.
11D will miss.
Bonus action. 20 for 17.
17 will not miss.
29
As you
points of
slam into it
damage.
and deal 29 points of damage. How does this look? You finally slam down and grab one of the vines instead of the spaghetti and the snakes and the bananas and the rope and the net and the random laying arm that we never talked about.
we don't talk about the arm. As this thing is coming down, Eritrea's things just start throwing at it. It's like, you know what? I keep trying to punch this thing. I just walk up, I reach down, and I just pick it up. I don't even try to punch it. I just pick it up. And I get the
Come
right
here, little
vine.
fella.
And it just immediately starts transmuting. I just open my hand and just turns to nothing but dust in the vortex wind.
Very neat. That brings you all out of initiative.
A
I
shout
want
for
to
Kyra.
clarify. I rolled a lot of 5s and 6s during that entire combat for my attack rolls. Just absolute crap rolls. Oh.
Let's. You see this large creature retreat back into the temple. Through that door.
The Historian soldier was in that creature, correct?
It was in the hydrangea here.
Oh, it's in the hydrangea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tanias runs up to Geil.
I had screamed for Kyra. Does Kyra come?
Kyra who? Yes, Kyra comes.
Dynamis is picking up the pieces of Geil.
Okay. Kyra comes running up and, oh no! Come on, Geil, I don't want to owe you, but not like this. He's absolutely beside himself here. Quick, which of you would make a good nurse? Here, put on this hat. And she puts a very specific hat on top of Tanias. The World War II era nurse hat.
I was going to say, suddenly Tanias is in a Candy Striper outfit.
I said that does make the most sense.
She says, buy me an hour.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
I'm heading over to the hydrangea. There's an Historian soldier in there, and nymphs are possessive, so that's mine. But no, I'm heading over. I'm shoving parts out of the way. I'm using my ways of air to kind of blow this any of this pollen or this dust that comes near me. I'm using that to kind of give myself a bit of breathing room so I don't breathe in any of this dust. But I am cracking my way through whatever is left of this thing to get to this soldier.
Easy enough. Did I give you guys the entrance? I did. Just one more reminder. Blam. There's your setting card.
Ooh, I like it.
I like that sound. Well done. But you run up and you see this soldier and you recognize this is not the current Astorian military uniform. It's old. And that scout is shriveled, desiccated, and raggedly breathing. She looks to be
alive.
She looks to be 95 years old.
I'm like, shit. I'm pulling on gloves so I don't dust her on the spot. But yeah, I'm gonna start trying to move stuff out of the way. I call for Eritrea. Eritrea.
I don't know who you are, but you smell like Captain Mithril. Ugh.
Everything all right?
He was still alive.
You figure that this was a scout from a long time ago who got lost in the woods.
Looking at her armor, do I have an idea as to who this scout might be? Obviously, I'm not going to recognize a 90-year-old woman, but you know,
It
looking
is a
at her
female
armor,
scout from about 80 years ago.
She's one of mine.
One of your scouts.
From a very long time ago. It's the reason why I teach my scouts not to go into the woods here.
And Ozias, you hear the faintest sound on the wind, in the trees, in the leaves of a violin.
And it's good you were able to give her rest and peace then. It's good you were the last face she saw.
She didn't recognize me. She knew my scent.
I'm gonna gently as I can remove as much as I can of the tree from around her and very carefully lift her body out of this tree as carefully as I
It
can.
is growing out of her. In her belly.
He's violated my soldiers, my people.
We'll make her pay, Osiris, don't worry.
There is not enough blood in her entire body. Can you help me extract her?
Yeah. Since I can't dust her, I imagine that's why he wants me to remove her.
They
I also don't have blades on me, so
the branches
I have a ton of
very brittly snap and dust and collapse and break with a sickening crunch like celery whenever you remove them from this wound in her torso.
I'm gonna very carefully once she's movable, once all these pieces are out, I'm gonna very carefully lift her out. And to you, Eritrea, this is probably one of the gentlest things you've ever seen Ozias do, and he's holding her, he's cradling her almost like he's holding a child. As he pulls her close, steps out from the remains of this thing. I need to give her proper rest.
Do you need to rest yourself afterwards? We have a little bit of time with Kyra.
Yes. And I will take out my own bedroll. I'll wrap her body, putting 2 gold coins on her eyes as she's wrap her up, and
Kyra will sing a discordant melody, after which you all will feel rejuvenated. You're cured of all disease, all poison, and you are no longer blinded, deafened, or paralyzed.
Oh, good. I'm gonna start taking a short rest while we have time, though.
yeah.
And as I do, I'm gonna ask Neri to keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask Karina if she's hurt and needs to rest, or if she doesn't mind keeping an eye out with Neri. 2 sets of eyes are better than 1, and Ozias and I and Dynamis are probably all gonna be resting with Brontez, I imagine.
Her bubble pops and she says that she's as strong as can be.
Looking her over, is she?
She looks like she's about to cry. And she just keeps staring at Geil.
I'm sitting right next to Geil the whole
I
time.
say, I imagine Dynamis is right there. If we wanted Dynamis to move, I imagine we'd have to like pry him and like grab him, and he'd fight us every step of the way.
So the scene I kind of imagine is Geil's in sort of the center, and Kyra and Tanias are feverishly trying to connect pieces back together with fishing line and sutures. And at one point, Kyra pulls out like chicken, and Dynamis is just sitting there, and she looks over and she sees how sad he is, and so she starts to sing this song of rejuvenation.
Brontez will join in with that song, singing his own song of rest.
Perfect.
So if you have to roll some hit dice, you get to essentially roll a Bardic Inspiration die and add it to it. Or you can reduce a exhaustion level by 1.
It's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, Laser Llama, he took bards from being a full caster to being a half caster, but he gave them a ton of bard specific type buffs, and I really like the way he did that.
Let's see where I'm at. 49, about 20, and then a D8. 9, 14, and a D8. Ooh, that's all really good. All right, 13 or 14, 22 is what I heal. That puts me exactly at 71. But there's only one thing I do take off of this historian soldier's person, and that is her dagger. And I check it for a name if there is one on there, because I always had a marker with her name.
Gone.
Dagger is gone. I am going to destroy this temple. Okay. But yeah, I will, at least in the meantime, I will wrap her body. I'll set it aside.
Okay. You wrap her body, you set it aside, letting it wait for final rest once you're in a safer position, once things are cleared out more. Geil, the name sticks with you. Cleonax. Oh, now would be the time to say it then, Brian. Good timing.
Oh, um, while Geil's right there in front of me, Dynamis just leans down and just kind of whispers to him, "Don't you dare leave me now. I don't care how far you've gone. I'm pulling you back. You still have a life to live, fights to win, laughs to share. This isn't how your story ends. So open your eyes and take my hand. Come back. I need you. We all do."
Take an inspiration. That was well said. Geil. Behind you. I'm sorry. First thing is that name sticks with you. Cleonax. Cleonax. And behind you, behind him, behind Cleonax, the line grows. You see a dozen figures clad in Astorian green, their faces pale and smeared with soot, joined into the procession. Some clutch at wounds, others press hands to their throats where no wounds remain. The sea laps at their feet, and they do not move, they do not blink, they only wait. The dock creaks, the line moves, the tide rises, and you leave this behind you. You start traveling down the pathway, and in front of you, you can see a rainbow. And on that rainbow is a unicorn.
Now I'm hallucinating unicorns.
Do you go towards this? Neon sign of bright colors in pink in the midst of the underworld?
That's very different. I'll go check this out.
You go up to the majestic beast. Its white fur shines with an otherworldly shimmer. Um, its cloven hooves paw at the ground, but seem as if unable to make contact as its long, flowing tail shoots starlight out the back. It looks to you and nods. And it turns and proceeds to bite you by the back of the toga
Yeah.
and pick you up.
He
It
reaches
starts
out
running.
he reaches out for Cleonax, and they just miss hands, but touch enough. And he goes, Cleonax, I will find you. I will remember you. I will give you gold. I will give you coins.
And the unicorn pulls you away on this rainbow up to a shining, spinning light where you see a land made of pink, fluffy candy and frozen cones made of cream and giant, sugary spheres attached to sticks and dyed many different colors. And as you exit through Lollipop Land, the unicorn lands in front of what your body is and throws you to the ground and turns around and kicks the dust 3 times and runs off.
I knew there was another option.
You feel yourself drawn back into your body. Now's the moment of decision. Are you a willing soul?
Um,
While you ponder this, you hear those words from Dynamis. Don't you leave me yet. More laughs to be had.
you guys see the ground around where Tanias and Kyra are working starts to shift and twist in concentric circles that keep to rotate one off of the other, and it starts to glow in that golden bronzy light, and the seams of where Kyra and Tanias have sewed him back together with whatever they could find seem to heal in this geometric pattern across his body. And the light pulses almost blindingly. And there lies Geil, and the chest starts to rise and fall. His eyes flutter open. And he goes, I am not done yet, Dynamis. I need to finish this story.
All right.
Dynamis picks him up.
Ow! Ow!
Shut up.
Kyra squeals out in glee. I'm not going to do it. But you awaken. An hour has passed for each and every one of you. The sun is going down on the Mossy Temple.
I take it we won?
Yes, we won.
Good. Good.
How are you feeling?
I saw the underworld. I stood by the river. I was in a line. Cloudnax was behind me.
Leonax?
Is my Minotaur friend. He was attacked, brutally killed by the followers of Sidon because he wouldn't yield to slavery.
The Minotaur market in Mitros is expensive.
They have one less Minotaur. He attacks all of them, thinking his tribe would follow. He was betrayed in his last moments. He asked me to remember him.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Not now, Kyra. I'm telling us.
Too emotionally vulnerable. Tanias vanishes.
I then wondered, why do I have to wait in this line? Cleanax and I started walking. I heard a noise. I turned around and there were slaughtered Estonians waiting in line. They held grievous wounds and they were waiting. And then the unicorn dragged me back to my own body. So
Eritrea, you hear Geil talking about unicorns.
Unicorns spiritual entities, or I thought they were just typically involved with the underworld? I feel like you would have more expertise on this, Eritrea.
We just usually
Neri
use them in
fidgets at you.
combat. What did Neri say?
She said, well, you know he was dead if he thinks he's seeing unicorns.
She paid attention more into the important bits. I just focused in the combat classes.
Neri's the nerd.
And Neri's the nerd. I just use the unicorns when it came to combat. I just know they're really good at tactical assault. That's all I got. Unicorns?
Unicorn. It was on the rainbow, and it seemed not to be able to touch it, but it ran on it. It farted stars, and it carried me through a land that smelled very sweet. It brought me here. It threw me at my own body.
Unicorns I'm familiar with don't really smell good like flowers and sweets and whatnot, do they? No, I was gonna say, oh, that's a unicorn guy. The unicorns we have on Themis, they smell pretty terrible.
I just what I saw.
They smell terrible. Also, there's no rainbows?
Rainbows.
Wait, out of character, are Amazonian unicorns just tactical assault rhinos? Is that where this is actually going? Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
It's
In
the
character.
muscular unicorn's cousin.
But to answer your question, I am sad.
I'm glad that you were able to make it back.
Part of me wanted to stay.
Did she take you to the ball?
What?
And Tanai smiles at you and says, well, you're lucky that way.
I never got on a boat. I got out of line.
I am quite pleased and surprised that she did not take you back to the boat that you saw in our dreams.
I refuse to believe that's what awaits us. There has to be something else.
Inspiration Fairy. Everybody gets inspiration.
Yay!
Thank you, Inspiration Fairy!
This is actually, I think, a pretty good time for us to hop into our break. Right as we do a major scene change like that. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think it
All
would be
right.
good, yeah.
Sounds good. We will see everybody at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock sharp. Here in about 10 minutes.
But I'm just here, the fury's spark. Geil, the curious one, with magic deep inside. You learn the past that you see, the future's where you'll ride. A coin that sparkles burns so bright, a path that leads you far. To city of the dead, my friend, where secrets are the star. Oh, Geil, the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. You left your home behind, you know, to chase the tales untold. A coin, a key to tombs so deep, where whispers will unfold. A restless soul, a bond so true, with Damon by your side. Together you will unearth the past, with magic as your guide. Oh, Geil, the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. The burden's heavy, knowledge told, but still you press ahead. The future's bright, the past is gold, and soon you'll find your thread. Oh, Geil, the curious one, your journey's just begun. With magic in your heart, you'll find the stories yet undone. You'll twist the threads of history and make the future clear. The curious one will shape the world and never show his fear. Oh, Geil, the curious one, with magic you will run, make the future bright.
And we're back. Welcome back to your collective entertainment network, the CEN. Get in, Thylea. Our heroes have just finished a great battle with the HYDRA-ngea, and Dynamis, you feel a flame deep within your chest. And your stomach churns, and you feel pulled towards HYDRA-ngea. And you feel hungry.
I mean, greens usually do, give me heartburn, so I get it.
Do you heed the call of your beast blood?
Well, Geil's up now, so yeah.
You move, and as you get closer to the HYDRA-ngea, you can see it start to rapidly decompose, and you can feel your muscles start to fill up a little bit. And as this thing turns to brittle ash and is absorbed by the very ground that it stands on, you feel reinvigorated. As Slayer, you have killed your first beast. And as such, you get a version of Rip and Tear, where if you grapple something twice, you may immediately use a bonus action to deal 4d6 plus your strength modifier in damage.
Damn.
As you gain your new superpower, and you absorb the essence of HYDRA-ngea.
Is it like Skyrim with like the dragon souls?
If I say that, is Bethesda going to come beat down my door?
No, they can't do that. Not after
It's
Fallout
it's
76.
legally distinct version of that.
Yes. It reminds me of, I don't remember the movie when it's like, oh, it's Godzilla. Well, even though it looks like Godzilla, we can't say that it's Godzilla because of international copyright laws. But we should still run like it's Godzilla, even though it's not. Ah!
What is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember what movie that's from, but
I've seen that. I can't remember what it is either. Oh.
Did we get
is
Pythor
it Dude,
piety
Where's
from
My
this fight?
Car? You would get Pythor piety from this fight. But you see Dynamis sort of absorb the essence of hydrangea, and its corpse is gone. No harvesting for you. The path to the Mossy Temple lies open before you. And the world's smallest violin, Ozias, stops playing.
I look
And
at
you
the
hear
squirrel
Demetria
who's very
laugh.
quickly putting his violin away.
No, you hear Demetria laugh.
Hydra, can you would you be able to watch her body for me?
Yeah, you want me to hang out outside? I was gonna write stuff down.
Or I mean, right, you're here to be our bard.
But I mean, you could make all these losers stick outside.
That does bring up a point. Who all are we taking with in Earth with us? I don't think Schnuckelfeather will do good inside. But someone should
It's a lot
stick
of
with
flying, I
Schnuckelfeather.
imagine.
All right, very quickly, as the scene changes, settle your B team choice.
We could leave Peter outside with a snookle feather.
Okay, you're taking Miriam. Corinna's the quest PC. You don't get a choice in her.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
she's kind of the one leading the way.
I'm using video game terms this time around because I feel like it makes things easier to understand.
It does. It does.
It does.
If it ruins the
helps.
immersion
Yeah.
for anyone, just let me know.
I'll take
Neri
Nerian,
is
but I
your
can
call.
still pick and choose whenever she fights, right?
No, right now is when you choose. She's in or
Oh,
she's out.
okay. So if we go in, she's in. Okay, I'm gonna let her stay.
Yep.
Make her stay out then.
Okay.
I'll have them watch my soldier's body, take care of her, and then yeah, we'll.
You see Peter pull out a book and he says, I've got just the thing. I need to borrow some money. And you see as he like pulls out like a priest collar and he starts like making himself neater.
There are. How much money exactly do you need?
Well, you know, she looks like she could be Titanborn, so maybe 3 gold. 3 drachmi.
She has 2 coins with her already, which are in the shroud with her.
Oh, then just 1 drachmi.
I give him 1 drachme.
I'm in the wrong business. He will start reciting what sounds like final rites.
Mm-hmm. If you do end up burning her body, which it will need to be, do not make sure that ash does not scatter. I need to take it back with me.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's set a big fire out here.
I
I
mean,
did hear
the
someone
plants
say
are-
burn it all. Is that still the plan? I was told to start burning things, and he shakes all this alchemist fire.
The plants are very fire resistant from everything we can tell. Let's hold off on that.
I'll put that to the test. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, cool.
Let's hold off on that.
Cool stuff.
But I'm just saying, if you feel inclined to burn her body, first off, don't.
He puts the cork
I
back
want
on
her-
the alchemist fire.
But if by some coincidence you did, make sure the ash is not scattered. I need to bring it back home.
Right.
All right.
I will do this thing for you.
Thank you,
know
Peter.
that I will prevent reinforcements from taking your rear. Because I am still very much a part of this team.
Peter, you
I
are
can just
vital.
accept my role as not being the center star. Unlike some people.
Who is he looking at?
Yeah.
He looks notably at not a single one of you.
Peter, you are
Like he
absolutely
literally
right.
like looks and he just starts looking around and then he turns away from everyone.
Right. Thank you.
Edge Lord.
We go into the temple. If there's anything
Yeah.
else that needs to be done.
Okay. Let's see. Where's my work?
Did we remember to pick up Xiphos off the field?
Sure.
In the previous, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Geil and I worked on him before this fight, I think. We had a little bit of time. So he's
Okay.
still in my pocket. Or Geil's pocket.
Good call though. Good catch.
Someone's pocket.
I am a living being and you throw me in the pocket. It's a good thing they didn't build me a mouth.
Here
we go.
soul is just floating nearby. Something off to us.
The clearing grows wider as you continue eastward. Ruined architecture seems to suddenly loom over you. You realize that what you thought were trees were actually towering pillars of fluted marble overgrown with vines and green moss. The columns stand in two rows, marching toward a massive stone temple facade. The ruins are worn with unfathomable age, and several of the pillars toppled and shattered centuries ago. Dozens of gargantuan tree roots wind their way through the clearing, climbing over the fallen pillars and rupturing the walls through the temple. The antechamber is a wide rectangular room, shrouded in darkness, but for the faint rays of light coming through the entrance. The room smells wet and earthy, and the floor is carpeted with soggy dead leaves. Who is leading the way?
Ozias is 100% in front right now. I don't think he has the emotional clarity to not be pushing forward.
So, Ozias, what's your passive perception, bud?
12. I'm emotionally compromised right now.
12 is enough.
Yeah. Oof.
Your heart jumps in your chest when your eyes fall upon this. You see a broken bronze shield on the floor that appears to be centuries old. It bears the symbol of the Dragonlords. You recognize this shield, Ozias, almost instinctively. This shield is his.
This is the shield of Estor.
You hear the sound of a wine goblet shattering. And Kyra goes,
Why did you shatter the wine? Never mind. I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. Inscribed along the edge of the shield are scenes of a dragon mounted warrior subjugating a race of six-armed cyclopes. You recognize the weapon of Estor Arkleander, and once before you knelt before this shield on the hardest day of your life. It is broken and in need of repair.
I have not seen this thing in a very long time.
How fortuitous that you were the one to find it.
It depends. Brontez
Fates
isn't here for me to
smile on you,
RP
my
with
friend.
him. Brontez isn't here for me to RP with, but I will look to him and for any sort of
No, absolutely RP with
objection.
Brontez.
Brontez, are you? If it would be all right with you, I would like to keep this and get it repaired. I can't hear you, Brontez. You're mouthing, but the words aren't reaching. Can you speak up? This.
That sounds like a great idea, Ozias. You should keep the shield. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's good.
Thank you for that very great sacrifice upon your part.
I will stow the shield with my equipment because it's broken. It's not usable at the moment.
Not
Great.
very well, no. But if there were a talented enough smith somewhere, perhaps it could be repaired. Or maybe you follow the teachings of the great philosopher Indianicus Jones, who states that it belongs in a museum, of which you know a museum keeper. The choice is yours.
I will think and consider this.
Do you continue forward through the temple?
As Ozias is kind of just like walking with determination, not really paying attention, can I be like right behind him, like checking for stuff to make sure like he's not about to step somewhere, like straight into a trap?
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, because now he's setting up even straighter. He's pushing forward even.
Yeah,
even
I was
harder,
gonna
more
say
confidently.
Ozias is more determined to step into a trap now. 17? I don't know why I had a 2. Oh, guidance.
Okay. Let's see here. Who's casting guidance?
I think I have it.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, I do not. Never mind. Just 15 then.
15.
Is Geil casting guidance?
Geil can. All the way in the back. He is lagging behind.
So as you continue forward, you do not see any more any traps or anything as you continue forward. You do notice that the roots move. It is imperceptible to others, but you are looking out for it, and you see them move and recoil and rub up against each other. They do not lash out and attack, not yet. This chamber is dominated by a beautiful marble statue of the Titan, Sidon, the Lord of Storms. And he sits upon his throne, hunching slightly so that his massive form seems too large for this room. The ceiling is domed, and an oculus that allows a broad ray of light. Sidon holds a large mirror in one of his hands, which catches the light and directs it through a small shaft that opens below his feet. And I think I have a picture of that one. One second. What would you like to do? There we go.
Compensating much? Big statue for the tiny shaft. Anyway. Don't look like you weren't thinking of that, Brian.
I can't believe I missed that.
I'm thinking that I want to destroy this thing, but
My mom watches this channel sometimes. I'm sorry, Mom. Ray's mom watches this channel sometimes. I'm sorry, Ray, Mom.
She isn't tonight. She
Well,
got surprised tonight, and it was a very nice surprise. So she's
good for her.
yeah.
On the reruns, then. But that's what you see. There's a large, looming, perfectly carved statue of an entirely perfect creature without flaw.
oh, me.
No, his biceps are correct.
He also has a
Oh.
mustache over his beard.
But soon, I'm sure. Probably, maybe, probably.
Osiris is going to go ahead forward and look at the tiny shaft.
Looking down this shaft, you can see that you are now blocking the light to a lower chamber.
Okay.
Perhaps one of Eritrea's minions could crawl down through this area, but you are too big.
Oh, does that mean I could fit through it now?
You know what? Yes, you absolutely could jump down this beanpole hole if you want to. Do you want to?
No.
I'd let you.
No,
I can't see. How far down? I mean, I got about 60 feet of dark vision. Can I see far down it?
It's about 30 feet, 20 feet, 20, 30 feet.
Okay.
One might use the word 25.
Okay. But I can't like see any. Can I see anything? Any details beyond that? Then from what the chaff or anything I can see?
Yeah, let me go forward here. Blah, 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 blah. You see fragrant, you see what looks like a patch of flowers directly underneath there. And as you move your head around, anywhere you see is a patch of flowers growing in this sunlight, towards this sunlight. You can also see that down there looks to be a mirror reflecting the sunlight, further off into the distance.
There looks to be the shaft looks like it goes down into a lower chamber. Looks to be that there's enough light that gets down here that there's maybe a garden or something down below. I think there's something else off to the side. There's a mirror. Looks like it reflects light further in, but I can't see where that goes. Dynamis, let me lower you down. Maybe you could get a better. it's
Krenna.
too narrow for me to fit.
Corinna, is this one of the ways you went when you were here?
Corinna says, no, on the other side of the baths, there's a set of stairs. That's how Lorius led me out.
Who is Lorius, by the way? I believe you mentioned it before, but I do not recall if you told us who he was.
He works for Demetria, but he doesn't like what's going on. He wants to. He's who helped me escape. He told me to get help and to rescue everyone else. If it weren't for him, I'd be dead.
So he's a Feyfolk. Is he also a nymph?
He's a satyr.
Ugh.
He's the kindest satyr you've ever seen.
Geil and I did get help once.
The way that he plays lyre is just it's one of the few kindnesses in this place. Are you going to hurt him? Are you going to kill him?
No, I have no intention of killing him. I don't like satyrs. They always hit on me. But not you, Brontes.
Yeah, Brontes is just looking at you like, really?
Really? all of them?
All of them, every single one of them.
You're a Dragonlord. You're an exception to a lot of rules here.
Yes, I am. And an Amazonian.
Oh, I was talking about Brontes, not about you.
In training.
But all right. So the baths are. Do we see a sign that says baths this way? Come for a good time.
Yeah, I mean, as the chamber continues forward, you can make out that the next room would be where the baths are. It is a expansive rectangular room, shrouded in darkness. You can hear the echoing sounds of droplets falling into a pool of deep, stagnant water. Black vines and massive tree roots climb down the walls. As you walk forward, the stone floor descends into water.
Right.
Here we go, Peepkin.
Ooh.
I just realized I never changed the map.
Oh yeah, we're still outside.
Add DM.
Oh,
That is not right.
Music change.
Double check some things.
Huh.
Here we go.
Anything anyone needs to prepare before we go forward? Anything anyone wants to say or comment on while the DM works on making sure we land on the right map?
Geil's still back at the door. Is it okay to enter?
Geil, yes, it's okay to come in. Come in.
Just walking very slowly, very carefully.
You alright? Are you still injured?
I feel like I got ripped apart by a HYDRA. But
Right, I'm sorry, I forget. You normally only die once. You're probably experiencing the death curse, yes?
I guess.
Kyra nods.
It's all right. You will. Go on.
I just back here.
All right. Don't worry. We will take care of things up front. You'll be safe. Don't worry. Just remember, this is a safe place if you need to share. Well, not a safe. This is not a safe place physically. Emotionally speaking, this is a safe place in case you need to talk. All right?
I understand, and like a leaf falls and he. Sorry.
Okay. It's gonna have plant phobia. When we get back to Astoria, I'll show you my nice plant-free rock garden.
So, in order to cross this room with the pool, which you guys should be on, yes?
Whoop. There we go. I'm just trying to get myself so I can zoom in. There we go. Yes.
So there's a statue with the mirror. Let's see, we left the team outside, right? All of them except Corinna.
Mm-hmm.
For simplicity's sake, Brontez says, I will stay with the B team. Tell me when it's time to come down.
Okay.
But you can either try to jump from like pillar to pillar, you can try to crawl along the sides, or you can storm through the water.
It's just a straight line across.
It is. Just a pool that gets gradually deeper and deeper, and the water is not clear.
Yeah,
but the
I'm gonna
entrance
jump
is on the other side, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I hold up my hand, it's like Eritrea. You're with me. I cast Trail.
I was just gonna jump across. I'm not touching that water.
I plant my foot in the ground, and a earthen pathway made of solid stone extends from my foot across the water to the doorway, creating a path for us to be able to walk on.
That's cool.
You walk across, and in the room behind the baths, a stairway descends into the shadows of the lower floor. The stairs are watched over by 4 hideous stone statues. Each appears in the form of a 6-armed cyclops, more Gigans. These statues are they are missing arms, legs, heads, and 2 of them hold discolored bronze bowls forward in your direction in their lower arms. So you have like the stone doorway, and they are along the top, all 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 have lowered. The 2 on the edges have lowered one set of their arms, holding bronze bowls.
Okay.
What do you do?
In terms of temple structures and things like this, because I know sometimes with some like like with Greek religious traditions, you would typically come and you'd make an offering to be able to make supplication, because this is a temple dedicated to Sidon. Does
It
this
is.
look sort of like a place for offerings to be made?
Make a religion check at advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say this looks like the thing outside
Actually,
where
you know
Dynamis was.
what? You don't have to make a check. You nailed it in your description.
Okay.
Absolutely. It looks that way.
Okay. All right. Well, this would be a place where supplicants would give offerings to be able to move forward. There are no guards, though. Typically,
can
something like
always-
this would be guarded.
I can go forward and see if not giving an offering springs a trap.
Well,
Sets
what if
off
that trap
something.
is you being dropped into some monster's lair?
That sounds like a good time.
Yes, but then the rest of us get attacked by something that's waiting for someone to do something like that.
Yeah, we have Dynamis up here. And Tanias.
You can't just say you can take care of yourself. Really?
Yeah. I mean, how else do you want me to put it, though? But I mean, there's a monster down there. I mean, that seems like the place to go, but find it sooner rather than later.
Kyra pats you on the shoulders, Geil, and he says, I'm sure she meant you in spirit.
It's okay. People forget me sometimes.
I would
Plus,
say
I'm-
something to encourage Guile, but my passive perception is 12.
Plus, I'm going to let everybody go first.
Now
Well,
you're seeing how I do things.
do any of the statues have weapons?
No, they do not. They have closed fists.
Mm.
Oh, so they might punch me.
If you want to check.
I was say, I mean,
Well, hold on. This is a temple dedicated to Sidon.
so make Dynamis go first?
As well, I was going to say, loath as I am to admit it, I am his blood. Maybe I have special privilege?
Dynamis did in the other place, so maybe Dynamis can do it.
Maybe.
Alright, so Dynamis goes first.
You okay there, Dynamis? You look like you're about to say something.
Yeah,
You're standing right behind us.
I have no problem going first. You know, we don't need you to get punched and die again.
High five, Dynamis. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You want me to go first?
I go with Dynamis.
It's sounding like you want me to go first.
No, I'll walk forward.
No, you sure? I can go first. I mean, if you're feeling like it should be a good thing to send your nephew ahead of you.
It's okay. Go find your coloring parchment.
I'm glad things are back to normal. I'm gonna wait 10 feet, and then I'll follow behind Dynamis, though. If he's triggering a monster trap, I'm going with him.
So as you bash through, you just walk straight by everything. This thing cocks back its arm. It hits you across the head with a fist. You take 10 points of damage.
To Dynamis or Eritrea?
Dynamis.
It's just a statue, right?
Yes. It doesn't even look like it animated and punched you as much as it sort of rotated the action figure arm around in a circle when you stepped where you did and punched.
Would I be smart enough to do that? No, I'm white.
And when that
I'm
does,
white.
a bunch of torches down the stairway start lighting up.
Great. Are there any markings on the floor? Like, did I step on something, a triggering mechanism or anything?
It just looks like a normal step to you.
How many more statues are there?
There are 4, but you walked past all 4 of them when you got popped.
Oh, okay.
10 feet in front of you would be the first torch, and then the second one's 10 feet from that, 10 feet from that, alternating down the hallway as these stairs go down.
Do you continue?
Yeah.
As you walk within 5 feet of the first torch, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
God
As it
damn it.
pops. Boom! And when it does, you take 4 points of fire damage.
Fuck it.
What?
Keep going.
You run down through all of them. Make
Is there a certain number you stop at?
there are 6 total. Make 5 more dexterity saving throws.
Oof.
Remember, you have advantage because you see this coming. Is that 5? I think it is.
Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope,
There should
one
be
more.
6 total. Okay, go for it. Okay, so at advantage, let's see. The nat 1 hits for 4. Then the 22 will save for half, which is 5. Plus 5 plus. The 16 will save for 1. Oops. The 7 will fail for 6. The 18 will save for 3. And the 21 will save for 3. You will take 22 points of fire damage down the hallway. Each and every torch pops as you get within 5 feet of it. And you all see the fire jump this way.
Is there anything in front of me?
You see that, and I will explain more later. What do the rest of you do?
It's clear.
Are you sure? Maybe you should come back up and lead one of us down with you for the second time. Just to make sure. We didn't see everything you did. You can talk us through it, or you can come up here and do it with us.
I'm
Dynamis
good.
went off by himself.
Yep.
He got exploded.
Down the hallway with the statues?
Well, he got punched,
He
and then
got
he burst
punched
into
in the
flames.
head by the statues, and then after he punched in the head, all of these torches lit up. And as he passed by the torches, they popped.
And we saw the torches pop, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ozias, maybe you should talk to the fire? That's a thing you can do, right? You talk to the elements.
I can talk to the elements, yes, but I don't know. I don't talk to fire. Fire is very whimsical, more so than air. Very aggressive element. It does not really care for me too much.
Do you think it'll happen again if we all walk by?
I mean, probably yes. It looks almost mechanical. Maybe some kind of ward.
Can I get a little bit closer, but not, I don't want to get, I saw how close he got before he got punched because I was 10 feet behind him. Can I see if there's like a pressure plate or something he's stepping on that's causing this or something if I get closer?
There is no pressure plate. You can make an investigation check.
But while she's doing that, GM, I know that at the Temple of Sidon in Astoria, if I remember the description right, I believe you said that the Ore who is there is of Sidon's blood. Do I know if he has any special privileges within the temples? Maybe. Who knows? Why would I know?
Why would you know?
Yeah. I will walk up to one of the bowls. Geil, can I borrow a dagger from you?
Geil's in the back, and you can see on his face it's a look you haven't really seen from him before. He's upset. He's mad.
You're not about to offer your blood to the Sidon, right? Because I feel like that's a really stupid idea.
No, I was thinking of offering proof. I mean, how would I mean, I doubt that Demetria needs to descend every single time, giving an offering every single time she descends into the temple. But if I offer proof that I am of Sidon's blood, and the only way to offer that would be giving it some of my blood. But if I offer proof, then maybe there is some sort of privilege as a child of Sidon to be able to enter the temple without giving an offering. Can I make any kind of check to give if there's any kind of like
Make a religion
anything
check.
I know? Yeah, any kind of like proof that might be the case. I know Versi has special privileges, but Versi's also just special in general. 5.
You have determined that these are offering bowls, and that
Geil, are
not
you
giving
alright?
the offering makes the fires grow brighter, unstable, and punch you in the head.
Geil, you look very upset.
Yeah. Play with your lives like this.
What?
Dynamis goes running down the hall and explodes everything, and you're willing to throw your blood at it, thinking you have some sort of special ability because you're related to him. He attacked his own daughter for Versy's sake. Do you really
say-
think proof of your relationship to him freaking matters? Offer it coin. Temple, offering, money.
Do you slam a coin in it, Guile?
Yep.
How much do you put in there? Drachmae? 5 drachmae?
Yeah, he just throws a handful. He's not counting, so like 5, I think, would work.
Yeah, you grab 5 drachmae, you throw it in there, and you stomp down the stairs. When he throws it in there, the offering bowl lowers a little bit. You see a flame jump up, and you see all the flames of the torches die down. And Guile walks down the stairs.
How far down are the stairs?
I mean, they're just forward, and it's a curving staircase.
You just hear gently echoed up, fucking idiots.
Wow. Love it.
What'd you say?
Do you think he knows that giving offerings give power to the god you give offerings to?
I don't know if we
Kairos
figured
says,
that out
well,
yet.
what do you think's the stronger offering, your blood or a pocket change?
I'll take fire damage for 5, please. I'll just start going across. I was gonna use a teleport, but I don't think I think on the stairs in order to teleport down it, right?
You'd have to see where you go in a spiral staircase.
Okay.
But effectively at this point, you guys know how the trap works. Either you're going to take a boatload of fire damage, or you give them a couple bucks.
Pay
I
to
put 2 gold coins in the bowl.
You put 2 gold coins in the bowl. It depresses. It lights up, and you head down the stairs unworried.
Are you coming, Eritrea?
Yeah, I was going.
Tanias walks up. He grabs Eritrea over his shoulder, puts down 2 coins and starts stomping down the stairs.
Damn it, I was just gonna walk through. I was gonna take the fire damage. Damn it.
You see Tanias show up at the bottom of the stairs with Eritrea over his shoulder.
Nice. I
Just-
know you saved her life, but please put her down.
No touch.
As the one who's going to have to cure those burns, perhaps you should listen to Geil. Oh, I can't believe I said that out loud.
When Geil
And he
becomes
goes
the
up
voice of
to Dynamis. I almost said Brontez. 31 points of health to you, sir.
I could have taken it.
Just because you could have taken it doesn't mean you should have. We have to
Well,
start
let
being
me put
smarter
you on the
about
party map.
these things.
I'm doing pretty good.
Says the woman who
now.
almost
Geil.
experienced turning into 5 pieces. But if it wasn't
But
for
I
Tanaya
didn't.
saving your ass, you'd be dead
But I
too.
didn't.
So, poor Geil. He's having a very
I
bad,
love it.
horrible day.
I love this. Very good RP, Ray. Oh my gosh.
You guys head downstairs. You see this long, stretching tunnel. At the end of the tunnel,
Oh,
oops,
jeez.
wrong window. Suspicious footprints. Head down the stairs, and the tunnel leads deeper below the earth. A stone archway supports a low ceiling of rocky dirt. Curtains of heavy roots and vines hang down from the archways, blocking your view of the way forward. You see 4 of these assassin vines blocking your way. And as you approach them, they open and spread and allow you through, like a curtain being drawn
Don't
for a
like that.
guest.
Must not ominous at all.
You can move accordingly on this map, and should.
Everyone races forward.
Ah, jeez.
What is?
And stop. Right there. Everyone freeze.
Could catch Kyle if it wasn't that far back.
Yeah, put Geil where Brontez is, because Brontez is hanging out outside until Nose comes back. Go away. There we go. And flavor text happens. This expansive cave is a garden of strange ferns, fragrant flowers, and luminescent fungi. A massive tree stump sits in the center, overgrown by a carpet of green clovers. A stream of clear water winds around the trunk, babbling noisily. Light streams in from the opening in the stone ceiling, beneath Sidon's heel. The air is pleasantly damp, and the smell of the garden is absolutely intoxicating. It smells very much of an opium den.
Because I have so much experience with that scent.
It's poppies.
Yeah.
And you see across the glade this young boy running. His face is bruised and beaten. His nose broken. Bruises in various stages of healing are covering him. And you can see 2 goatlings chasing him. He shrieks when they grab at him, and they always let him go so that they can resume the chase, and the child laughs even as they throw stones at him. Corinna says, Sostrate.
Orena, is there anything we need to know about this space down here? Because I'm just seeing, I reckon I can probably identify the effects of a charm. Saying he's enjoying being chased and had rocks thrown at him.
Maybe. Probably. Nymph charms are stronger than that. Corinna is doing the 1,000-yard stare.
Corena.
Uh,
There's something about these flowers, isn't it?
They feed them to us.
These are the flowers.
And you forget all the problems of the world. You forget your own name.
All right. First things first, everyone. Probably a good idea to cover your mouth.
You see this goatling take a big breath and he says, "Hey! We're gonna kick you square in the ankle. Come here, ankle biter." And he runs up to the little boy, launches a stone at him. "You're so funny, my friends. Ow, that hurts. But this is such a fun game. Is it my turn yet?"
All right, kill the goatlings.
Oh, that
Finally.
expelled quickly.
I throw a spear.
At the boy.
The goatling.
Ping your target, make your attack roll at advantage. They didn't see you guys.
Are goatlings monstrosities or fae?
They're fey.
$20.
Ping your target.
Oh, I'll ping it again.
Is it up? The chef goatling?
That's the only one I can see.
Oh man, he was doing snacks and everything. There's two more on
Only
the
one
grill.
I can't see anymore, so that's the only one I can see.
Yeah,
Wait, you said at
hit him
advantage, right? Because they couldn't see me?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
You can't kill him any more than he's already dead.
Yeah, but I might get that temp. Hold on. I do not.
This one dies. You hear a laughter erupt from the entire field. Roll initiative. As the goatling theme song starts playing.
What's the goatling theme song?
Join our Discord and find out. Dun, 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 dun. I'll upload it later.
All right.
Holy crap.
What's up?
That's the highest initiative I've rolled.
Remember, you have to subtract 5 from it.
Still. It's above a 10.
Yeah, same
That's good
Z's.
news.
So 14.
I think mine is actually 10. Okay.
Let's go here. Oh, Eritrea goes first. Who could have saw that coming? No, fantastic. Go ahead,
Hold on.
Eritrea.
I was waiting for you to load the thing in.
Load what in?
The initiative tracker so I can change it to the right score.
It's in.
It is now. I get to add a D8.
You can't go any more first.
No, but you never know.
It's the principle.
I mean, I absolutely do know you can't go more first than first.
What,
Yeah, unless a
what
surprise
if you
monster
go
shows
before
up.
first? Would you still be first?
I see the kids. I don't see any more goatlings. Let me move forward a little
To
bit.
the left.
To the left, to the left.
Okay, let's see. Movement. Bonus action, Amazonia battle cry. action, I'm gonna throw one at each and see what happens.
They start laughing raucously as you do. "22 at the left will hit for 15, hits the ground, dead. 29 will hit the one on the right, hits the ground, dead. And you hear more goatlings laugh and echo with glee at their deaths.
With one of those, since I don't see any more targets, I will take the temp for my Septon Warmonger because that's one of the options.
"Yes, keep feeding the grass!" You hear one of the goatlings yell.
Osias.
What?
They're
What
talking
brings
about
us
feeding the
to-
grass. With
Yes,
death.
their bodies are great for feeding grass.
No.
That's why ash is so useful.
All right, so you see a rock come flying from somewhere, aimed at Sostrate. I said aimed at Sostrate. Jerk. That one will hit. Sostrate takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage and hits the ground. Other goatlings. Let's see. Goatling number 19. Where's goatling number 19? In line. The tide rises. Tide rises. Dynamis.
I don't know what I want to do. With my dark vision, I can see over here.
Where? Left or right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
What do I?
All the way over there.
What do I see?
Let me grab your token and I'll tell you. 1 second. Let's see. Year layer. Here we go. Left. So you see this small stream turning and winding around this great and large tree stump. And the stream leads to a pool, and that pool is filled with the sounds of joy.
I want to use my movement, and where's the thingy?
It says this massive stump must have belonged to a magnificent tree centuries ago. It was cruelly hewn down to waist height. Thousands of green clovers grow over the ancient injury.
Back up, stupid thingy. All right. I want to move. Is the stream deep? So I could stand in it, essentially?
Yeah, it's like maybe 8 inches deep.
Oh, so ankle deep. Alright, so I'm going to move here. That is my movement and my action, because I dashed.
All right, sounds good. Anything with your bonus action?
No, because I'm not gonna attack.
So Strate says, "Who are you? You're very large."
I've come to
"You're
play a
not going
game
to
with
hurt
you.
my friends, are you?"
I'm not going to
And
hurt anyone.
then he gets up, and when he does, another rock hits him in the head, and he hits the ground, and he is not moving very much anymore. He's knocked out. Tanias' turn. He uses his action, his bonus action, and his movement to move across the battlefield. Geil.
Geil will cast protection from good and evil on himself.
Good choice.
And will let's see, what is it?
All right, so you cast protection from good and evil.
Yep, and he's gonna move up to here, and try and use his action to hide.
Protection from good and evil isn't an action spell.
Oh, it's an action.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, I was just thinking.
All good.
And that'll be it for him. He does have to surge though. Maybe.
In theory.
In theory. No button, no button.
Let's try this. Something broke my code.
Oh no.
Let's. I don't know. Hit that button. Okay, hold on. Let me reload the roll 20 and see if that fixes it. But you will roll a wild surge, Ozias. Go ahead.
Alright. Going 5, 10, 15. Still not really seeing much. I've been seeing that kid getting pelted with something, so
He's laying on the ground, head wound.
he's also got our doctor on him. I'm going to move up to here using my action to dash, getting up to there, and just keeping a lookout for, I guess, wherever this rock might be coming from or wherever these attacks are coming from.
Okay. Yeah.
That was just random and fun. That just sounds so hilarious.
All right. Make me a perception check.
It sounds about right.
Your eyes hurt. It's really bright in here. These mirrors reflecting light all over the place.
And there's so much
Disorienting.
pollen. Why is there so much pollen? Oh, and it feels like I'm in some place called Sephora, whatever that might be.
That's appropriate.
Kyra steps in. She looks around and she says, what a beautiful place. This place makes me, this place makes me want to sing." And she starts singing a song. She says, "Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play." But she sings her song of heroism. Until the end of her next turn, all allies who hear her song can re-roll one dice of their choice.
Well, there we go.
Ozias, you see up on a ledge on the top right, a goatling stick his head out and throw a rock in your direction. You hope it's a rock.
I pray that it's a rock.
It's not a rock.
Yeah, it's not. And then another one on the left from another ledge does the same.
Can I point them out as a reaction?
You don't need a reaction for it.
Okay.
But these goatlings, 1 and 2, a 9 and a 17 to hit Ozias.
Both miss.
It splatters harmlessly against your armor. I avoid
It'd just
using
be a dirt rock.
the descriptive word liquid. But Eritrea,
I'm gonna move up.
you move up into the stream, past this this broken and cut tree.
And what, the ledges were like here-ish?
There's one ledge all the way up to the top right, at the end of the river.
It's far. Okay, so how high up is that ledge from me?
Oh, like maybe 30 feet or so.
30 feet?
Yeah.
Can I use a bonus action teleport up there?
Well, I mean, it's 30 feet high. It's in actuality close to 100 feet away.
Oh, because it's all the way down in this area?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man, they go far. I don't know if I can dash as a bonus action.
Nope.
I don't think I have anything that does that.
Right, you're a ranger.
I have some weird
There
things.
was
I have
one
a...
over here.
Where? I didn't see it. That's the way I came from.
You came from down this way.
I am out of movement though.
Okay. So what do? Do you dodge? Do you dash?
No, I'm gonna hold an attack till I can see something. Because I can throw it if it pops its head back up.
I mean, it's still, you can still tell where it is. You could throw right now if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean,
stuck around the corner.
yeah, but it has cover right now, doesn't it? Because I can't see it.
Absolutely.
And when it sticks its head out, I'll be able to see it better without cover, right?
No, it'll still have the cover.
Does the ledge look like it continues all the way around the top, or just in certain spots?
Just in certain spots.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use my action to dash to the ledge then.
Okay, you choose to dash instead. This Goling pops his head out. He throws something at Dynamis, and it slams into your knees. It is now your turn. You're in ankle-deep water. Your knees and lower are covered in rock.
Did it hit me?
You took no damage. It didn't beat your armor class, so it hit you in flavor only.
Okay. I'm going to move up.
I was trying to describe a way your unarmored defense worked.
I'm going to move up to here.
Okay.
And
you can see him. He's 30 feet on top of a rock. One to your right, one to your left.
how much did that centaur bow do?
I believe it adds you're able to use strength with it, which is already programmed. Which is good news for someone like you. It also pushes people.
Which is even better.
But you should have a button that says about that bow.
I don't.
But you want to take a shot? Shoot twice?
I do. What am I using to...
Give me 2 seconds. I'm building it right now.
Okay.
But do you move at all while I try to buy
Oh no,
time for this?
I already moved up 40 feet to
Okay.
just outside the
Pink zone.
pink zone. Yeah.
There we go. Take a shot. It's at the very bottom now.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oof.
Let's see here. So,
Ugh.
nat 1. You go to shoot the first one, and the arrow snaps. You have 19 arrows remaining.
I will shoot again. Wow.
Are you kidding?
You know, you're not used to this.
Wow.
Usually, you're throwing it at it. Eritrea, you would have been able to recover one of the two spears that you lost in that fight. The other one was broken. I believe that brings you down to 6.
Puts me back up to 5.
Okay. Eritrea, your held action goes off. Oop. As one pops his head from the roots above Sostrate and Tanaios. And is going to launch something at Tanaios. And it will miss, bouncing off of Tanaios' shoulder pads. Tanaios' turn. He's going to turn, spin on his heel, look up, and with a bonus action, he will throw a band-aid on the boy. And with his action, he's going to throw his singing Dorata twice. 3 times. At disadvantage. Let's see here. 1, 2, and then the third one's a straight roll. All 3 will hit. So we're looking at 6 plus 9 plus 8 points of damage. That's 15 and 8 is 23. That goatling falls from the ceiling, lands comically with its feet hanging out of the ground, dead. So Strate will recover health. So Strate is at full health.
Is the one that Tanais killed the one I could have used my held action on?
Yes.
Okay.
And that brings us to Geil.
Geil will ever so cautiously 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. From his position, does he see any threats that might be threatening to hurt someone or one of his friends from his position?
Let's see. From your position, 1 second. Let's see. Goatling's dead. Goatling's dead. Goatling's dead. 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 I'm sorry, guys.
No.
No. The answer is no.
All right, and action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And just kind of be peeking around this corner.
Hugging.
And that's what Guy will do.
Ray, I love you so much.
Okay, let's see. Which way did Geil go? He went.
He hugged the wall.
Geil, you notice that a lot of these plants could be harvested for stuff and things. In fact, the one that you walk right by is a good berry bush. Ozias.
I saw one fall down. I haven't seen any others.
There's one Dynamis ways.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to continue. Bring myself to there. Still seeing. Okay, so I see them. I don't. What's my range? How far am I away?
Ooh, is it outside of the range of your elemental effect? That'd be a first.
No, I think it's in there. I'm just trying to remember because I remember that Guiding Winds has an attack. I just can't remember what its range is. I think its range is my field of influence.
Yep.
Its range is my field of influence. I just want to make sure it's in range because of dark vision stuff. Because I'm assuming it's dark den here, right?
It's actually light in that corner, which is why it's light.
In that case, I'm going to make a Guiding Winds attack against that one little satyr. Or not satyr, goatling.
So you form a small tornado in your hand, in which you expand and reshape to be a ball, and you launch that ball at him.
10 to hit. I need to turn this part off.
10 hits.
He takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
He does.
That's gonna be turn. You can do it, Dynamis!
Kyra says, "Oh no, you finally found my weakness. I can't sing the same song 2 times in a row." Somebody roll a d4.
I got it. Since Geil is dying. 1.
Roll a d100.
33.
1 second. I didn't think it was going to go off.
Oh boy.
Little did you know, my stupid luck was at play.
It starts storming in here.
Yep, sounds about right.
Kyra says, "Who turned on the sprinklers?" Goatling. Is he alive? Where is he? Yeah, that one is alive. And then that one is alive. So this one is going to throw something at Kyra.
What?
And hit her. She falls over dead on the ground from embarrassment because she knows what was in that rock. Ugh. And she clutches her chest, she holds her arm up, and she says, "Mammy, I'm coming home." And then she winks at you guys. Uh-oh.
And it's it's pouring rain, like some depressing death scene.
This one gets a 21 to hit Ozias for 7 bludgeoning, and I need a con save or fall prone. As it's
I'm gonna vigilance
splatters
that
you.
one. That one's in
You
range.
can't see that one.
Oh,
You don't have line of sight on it.
okay.
Now it rolls good. 19.
It's good. You don't fall face first into it.
Oh.
Eritrea.
So the one left I can't see.
There are 2 left in the top right you can't see because you're around the corner. Oh, now you can see them, and you should be able to see them with your token.
Okay, 20 feet.
What would you like to do? Dodge.
I'm gonna. That's my movement. 2 attacks at one, 2 attacks at the other.
Okay. 25 for 15 will kill the first one. And a 25 for 12 will kill the second one.
So with 17 no longer killed something, but I still don't have an enemy to attack. So I can use, since I have temp, I can get advantage on my next attack.
Okay. That
That's
one's
pretty
dead.
cool.
So
Dynamis.
my next attack where I'll have advantage, write that down.
Eritrea stole your kill, and as you approach,
Brian, can you
you
still
go.
hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
This cavern is blanketed with luminescent pink and teal colored mushrooms. The walls are hewn from smooth rock and they slope upward from the ground, leaving many comfortable spots to recline. A stream of water from the adjoining glade flows into a stone basin in the floor. It is filled with unsupervised teenagers doing unsupervised teenager things. And you feel yourself leave initiative as the sound of goat hooves retreats further into the temple.
I would like to do a nature check.
Okay.
I want to. So they're being fed these flowers.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll the nature check.
Yeah.
Let's see. The book tells me that there is a DC for this check, and that DC is a 12. What'd you get?
20.
Oh. There are 3 types of plants in this garden of strange plants. I'm just going to copy and paste this over as I read it out loud. There we go. Ethereum plant. This can be harvested in order to create the poison essence of ether. It takes an hour to harvest enough of the plant to make a single dose. There are enough in this chamber for 12 doses. Aconite. This can be harvested in order to make the poison assassin's blood. It takes 2 hours to harvest. There are enough plants for 12 doses. The sunrill berry bush is legendary because it is a good berry bush. There are 30 good berries. Any one of those berries can be planted to grow a new sunrill berry bush.
So which one are they eating? The Ethereum?
They are surrounded by incense burners that are burning an incense that, if you get much closer, you figure might affect you.
I'm not gonna get closer.
But you can look and start to see these young historians who are singing and laughing and playing and making out and engaging in revelry, all in this little natural hot spring.
If I hold my breath, will it affect us?
You don't know until you try.
Do you guys share this with Ozias before he gets closer and potentially becomes a target for grabby teenagers?
Nope.
I would like to use
Yeah.
this super special secret only people like us special ability called Dad Voice and tell everyone to get out of the water.
Get your own hot tub, toothpick arms.
Oh.
All right, fine. Ozias, careful. The
And then
air.
one of the girls looks towards you and says, "You know, for a big bald spot, you're still kind of cute, even though you're short."
All right,
Yuck.
that's it. And I hold my breath. I'm gonna go start putting out the incense.
I feel uncomfortable.
It's okay. I'm sure you're super mature for your age.
Hyra.
Let me throw you guys a few pictures, And after those pictures, I think that's where we're going to call it because we were requested to have an 11:30 stop time tonight. So there is your ancient glade where Sostrate was being chased by the children with the tree stump.
That's really cool art.
Here is a
Yeah,
zoom in
I like
of
it.
the ancient tree stump.
Mm.
There is the
That's
garden of
so pretty.
strange plants.
The Garden of Unsupervision.
No, we're not there yet. This is the
Oh.
tunnel that leads to the garden of unsupervision.
Ah.
And then here is the garden of unsupervision.
Oh, they're all at the age that I just want to hit them.
I mean, you could try it, but I'll totally punk you out, bro.
Just armbar one of them and drag them out like in a Nelson.
Dynamis start knocking them unconscious and dragging them out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, let's just yeah.
Would you really knock me out unconscious? Bam! And he hits the ground.
I just face
Oh
the other way while
yeah, you
Dynamis
can't
handles
do
this.
it. I bet I won't even get unconscious.
You ain't real. You guys start forcefully knocking them unconscious and doing what with them? Instead of
Dragging
speaking to
out.
them at all.
I said I put out the incense.
Okay. And your partner said they started knocking people unconscious at the same time.
I was gonna go, dunk their head in the water like you do a drunk. And just,
I
dunk
only
their head in the
said that they're all at the age that I would love to hit them.
Okay, so you do something else?
We could dunk their head in the water. That's what you do
Get
with
off unless you're
alcoholics.
joining in. I like that costume though.
Oh.
I feel like I could.
Does that come in grown-up sizes?
I feel like I could take one of them in a fight, in a grapple. Not Dynamis strong, but I mean I can grapple. I'm gonna take one of these kids, dunk their head in the water, see if it'll wear off the high, like you do a drunk in a bar. You're
You
muted.
muted yourself.
I am. Sorry, baby. It does not.
Oh, okay.
Stop it.
I think we should just drag them out of the opium den that they're all hanging out in.
I put it out. I mean, is there any more lingering here?
I mean, it's just sort of saturated in the air in this area until
Yeah.
something clears the air, you know. But as you
Ozias.
With
guys
the waves of
figure out what to do,
air.
as you guys figure out what to do with these inebriated teenagers, we're going to bring in our story to a close for tonight. As we move from a more combat base to a more role play base, I feel like this is a good time for us to stop for the evening. Um, to everybody hanging out with us, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. We appreciate you spending it with us. Once again, I'm your DM, John. I'm here with Rose, Brian Mason, and our producer, Ray. Nost, we hope that you join us again soon. Um, a less robotic bard would be fantastic, though Ray played him exactly the way I would want a missing player to be played, as bare minimum as possible. So well done for that. Um, and we will be here next week, same CEN place on the same CEN time. Join the Discord, give us a like, give us a subscribe, come hang out with us, and we can't wait to we see you again next time, guys. Good night.